Alright, Roland MMA, welcome back to the channel. Now, there are a ton of unbearable fan bases in the world of mixed martial arts, okay? This might be recency bias, but I'm going to go out on a limb and say that Jon Jones and his fans might be the worst among them, okay? So not only will they defend every horrible thing he has done outside of the octagon, they will also defend every single time he tested positive for steroids since USADA showed up in 2015. Not only that, they will also defend and justify USADA changing the rules regarding picograms, which was solely for Jon Jones and his return to fight Cyril Gane because he could not stop testing positive. But not only that, dude, they will call you racist if you call this out or have any sort of criticisms whatsoever. And now, not only that, and to be honest, dude, this might be the worst offense among them. Jon Jones and his fans are pushing this idea that instead of after his fight with Stipe Miocic, which is already a ridiculous fight at this point in time, okay? He should not fight Tom Aspinall, the reigning and soon to be defending interim champion of the heavyweight division, and instead fight Alex Pereira, okay? This is absolutely fucking unhinged. This is, without a doubt, the definition of ducking, and we're going to go over that a little bit in this video, because honestly, dude, I'm not even some massive Tom Aspinall fan. This is fucking ridiculous. When has this ever been what takes place? Now, thankfully, Dana White, when he got asked about Alex Pereira moving up to heavyweight post UFC 300, he said no, there's guys at light heavyweight for him, and, you know, Jon Jones has guys waiting for him at heavyweight as well. And he also went on to say these are big boys, like, I don't know if whatever, you know what I mean? And that's good, because I don't want Alex Pereira going up and being able to skip over Tom Aspinall, and I am one of Alex Pereira's biggest fucking fans, okay? But this shit from Jon Jones and his fan base is absolutely unhinged, so we're going to go over that. Now, some of this might be an attempt to deflect some of the things that have been said about Jon Jones in the last week or so, which we are not going to go over in this video because I think that this matters a hell of a lot more. So we're going to start it off with this tweet right here. After all of his pandering to his Christian fan base, which I don't understand how anybody could view this man as a good Christian at this point, but regardless, dude. This person says, and this is something else, dude, the fact that Jon Jones responds to all of these tweets. Now, this tweet is a positive one in favor of him, which I'm going to also show you something else a little later on in this video where he is hiding replies that are criticizing him, or at the very least some of them. But the fact that he's responding to each and every one of these and trying to justify doing it is, in my opinion, just, it's bleeding insecurity, because he knows damn well what the fuck he's doing and he feels the need to justify it. And I think that that is truly what's going on. Now, this person writes to him, I think Alex would be a more marketable and better fight for your legacy. What a retard that guy is. Absolutely would not be a better fight for your legacy. Alex Pereira, as amazing as he is, I don't think stands a good chance fighting some of these bigger, more grappling heavy guys at heavyweight, okay? I just don't. And as I said, I'm a huge Alex Pereira fan. It would not be. For you to duck the interim champion to fight some dude a weight class below, you think that's a better fight for Jon Jones's legacy, whoever you are, okay? But I feel Tom would fare better, especially in terms of wrestling or grappling. Fair point. Jon Jones, interesting, right? And then we move up. The GOAT loves you. Okay, okay, here we go. If Alex Pereira became champion of the heavyweight division, would you guys consider him the GOAT? Being back in the gym has got me thinking differently. That fight after Stipe may be the biggest move I could possibly make. Now, at this point, dude, the fight with Stipe is not a big fight. This is ridiculous, dude. This was a silly fight to make, quite frankly, when it was announced that this was going to be the next fight. It's been well over a year since then. Stipe Miocic has not been champion in over 3 years, okay? And the thing that gives... Everybody says Stipe Miocic is the GOAT of the UFC heavyweight division because he defended the belt more time than anybody else. Well, that reign ended in like 2018, dude. That's 6 fucking years ago, right? Now, he did win it back against Daniel Cormier, but that's besides the point. In his last fight, over 3 years ago, he got folded, like, badly by Francis Ngannou, right? Who conveniently was gone by the time Jon Jones showed up to compete in heavyweight. And by the way, I'm not even saying that Jon Jones would lose to Francis Ngannou. I'm just saying, very convenient for Jon Jones. But Being back at the gym has got me thinking differently. That fight with Stipe may be the biggest move I could possibly make. This killer has already defeated so many champions and is already... You don't need to put a comma if you're going to put and. Jon Jones does this. I covered this in another video. He tries to use proper punctuation. You don't need to include a comma if and is the next word. Regardless, dude. Already considered a legend to millions around the world. The most massive fight the UFC could make. Give Alex a chance to avenge all those great Brazilian champions I've defeated, okay? Now, he's pretending like he's had some crazy epiphany, right? Like, got me thinking differently, right? It's odd to me. But either way, dude, already trying to justify it, already trying to deflect from some of the things that have been being talked about regarding Jon Jones over the last week. Moving up, somebody with a brain, okay, writes to Jon Jones, you're doing everything humanly possible now to duck Tom. And Jon Jones' response is, you actually think me fighting Tom would be more massive than Alex and I colliding? Tom only matters in the UK. Newsflash. No, the fuck he does! Newsflash. No, he doesn't. He's the interim champion of the UFC. That's what matters. It doesn't matter to the UK fan. It does matter, but also, fuck the UK fans. I don't care. He's the interim champ. That's it, dude, okay? Pereira is one of the most polarizing figures this sport has seen. Okay, polar, odd word. But Tom's a contender who won a belt against another contender. We had to save Madison Square Garden's main event. I'm thinking dollar signs, legacy, big picture here. Not what UK fans are dying to see. Literally just went through this with the French fans. Now, Jon Jones. Denigrating Tom Aspinall's interim championship. Okay? With all due respect, Tom Aspinall got his heavyweight belt off of a much scarier, much more worthy adversary than you. Good sir, okay? Not good sir. I can't stand Jon Jones, but either fucking way, dude. Sergey Pavlovich, it was way more terrifying than Cyril Gahn, who, by the way, was not a champion, right? What did he just say here? Tom's a contender who won a belt off of a contender. Oh, really? When you showed up to fight Cyril Gahn, you were not the champion of the heavyweight division. That would make you a contender. When Cyril Gahn fought you for the heavyweight championship, the vacant heavyweight championship, he was also a contender. Right? So that's exactly how you got your, for some fucking reason, undisputed belt. That is, in my opinion, at this point, disputed. Okay? And I don't think that's... You've got Tom Aspinall taking on harder guys, harder opponents, not guys in their fucking 40s, okay? And have been inactive for over 3 years and got starched last time out to defend a belt he shouldn't have to defend, okay? Unhinged to me. Either way, dude, this is fucking crazy, okay? This is crazy. Bones speaking facts. This is why I said his fan base is the worst to me, okay? I skipped over this one, but I'm going to read it right now. His fans are fucking horrible. And there will be Jon Jones fans in this comment sections, mark my words, calling me a racist, calling me a hater, telling me I'm mad, whatever the fuck. I don't care, okay? This person's retarded, okay? Bones speaking facts. I've been saying this all along. Okay, dude. It would be absolutely massive. A guy with a chance to be 3-division champion and a GOAT versus the actual GOAT. Same age, different strengths. No one can argue that this would be the biggest fight in MMA history. Okay, dude. There's absolutely no fight that generates a payday like that. Marketing would be insane. Now, these, in my opinion, are all like semi-true things, right? What he's saying, this would be a massive fight. It absolutely would be. In terms of what fight would sell better, Jon Jones versus Tom Aspinall or Jon Jones versus Alex Pereira, 100% it would be Alex Pereira. Because Alex Pereira at this point might be a bigger draw than Jon Jones himself, okay? And Jon Jones fans will fucking hate that. But Jon Jones has participated in like quadruple the amount of pay-per-views as Conor McGregor has and still has yet to sell as many pay-per-views as him. But regardless, dude. Now, mostly sticking to replying to people that are being positive about this, right? I would imagine there are a ton of people in the comment sections actually fucking roasting him. But this was sent to me by a viewer, which he screenshotted because he went to go view the hidden replies. And at first I thought, well, just because those replies are hidden doesn't necessarily mean that Jon hid them. Because in my YouTube comment sections, people will oftentimes get upset at me and tell me I'm deleting comments, and then I'll go check YouTube, and it turns out that YouTube will have filtered something out and held it for review. Or if you go on to whatever, Instagram, show hidden replies, the creator's not necessarily the ones hiding those, right? But if we take a look here, this is, as I said, a screenshot. I have hid the person's name from this message, but regardless, thank you. You know who you are. Hidden replies, okay? These replies were hidden by @Johnny Bones. John Bones hid these replies, right? Replying to Jon Jones. There's an interim champion and he has a name. Tom Aspinall. He's hiding these replies. What the fuck are we doing here? Don't try to pretend like there's a consensus that people would rather see you fight Alex Pereira before you fight Tom Aspinall. Seriously, when the fight with Stipe got announced that it was going to be made, I was actually defending it a little bit. I'm like, you know what? It's not the worst fight in the world. Whatever, dude. There's not really a clear-cut number one contender at heavyweight. Like, it's not a big deal. But that's if they were to have booked it then and got it done then. It's been, as I said, a good chunk of time since then. Stipe Miocic is only getting older, right? And his legacy is slowly getting forgotten by the newer fans, okay? And he got absolutely flatlined last time out. And Jon Jones, your win over Cyril Gahn, the more he ducks people, is becoming less and less, it's not aging very well, okay? Again, I view Tom Aspinall as the real fucking champion. Fuck Jon Jones, dude. He needs to defend against Tom Aspinall. And as I said earlier, thankfully, I do believe Dana White will actually allow this to happen. I just don't not allow this to happen, pardon me. I don't understand his fans, dude. This is like we're in unprecedented territory, okay? The only time I can think of off the top of my head, somebody can correct me if I'm wrong in the comment sections down below, please and thank you, that we had anything similar to this was Robert Whittaker won the interim championship in a fight versus Yoel Romero. Michael Bisping went on to instead fight George St. Pierre, right? And then George St. Pierre won that belt, vacated it, and Robert Whittaker became the undisputed champion, right? This is the only time in history that I can remember this happening, right? We've had times where, like, Colby Covington was the interim champ, didn't want to fight on a particular date, got stripped, and then they had Kamaru Usman fight Tyron Woodley instead. We've had Tony Ferguson injure himself with an interim title, get stripped, and they throw in fucking Al Iaquinta to fight Habib for the vacant lightweight championship, pardon me. But I can't think of a time where we have had a interim champion. And honestly, dude, credit to Tom Aspinall. At this point, he must be so fucking frustrated. But credit to Tom Aspinall for not sitting and waiting for his opportunity. Credit to Tom Aspinall for defending his interim championship before the actual champion defends his. And yes, Jon Jones was out with an injury for quite some time. But at that point, they should have just scheduled Tom versus Jon. Okay, so credit to Tom Aspinall for just taking it in stride and fucking keep on moving along. And at a certain point in time, he will be undeniable. And if you don't already view him as the champion, you probably will sometime in the near future. All right. Anyways, dude, as I said, fuck Jon Jones, fuck his fans. And that's it, dude. Like and subscribe. I would greatly appreciate it. See you at the next video. Bye-bye.